Hello, welcome to another video. I wanted to make this video about the topic of paying to serve. Super, super common, way more common than it should be, unfortunately, and in my opinion. And let's get into it. So, if I go into a restaurant, I have a waiter serve me. Usually there's a waiter unless it's a self-serve restaurant, right? Or you get a massage, you go to your doctor, etc. Any service, any type of transactional thing, you're receiving something and you pay for that. You pay for that service being given to you. So when it comes to serving, you are the one providing a service to your the dom or whoever's like the role play. Um, if someone's going to see a professional dominatrix, and that word I use very, very, very carefully, not carefully, like that term is a loose term because there are so many women that call themselves professional dominatrixes and they are anything but professional. And so it's super it's not like you have to go to college and pass certain exams and reach a certain level and put in a certain amount of hours and then you get a degree and now you are quote unquote a professional dominatrix. You can just say, this is what I do, these are services I provide, and say, hey, I'm a professional dominatrix. And that woman can be not a very toxic woman for you. Like I said in the past, I see a lot of guys online, I met them, who struggle with toxic shame around femdom due to many factors like social stigmas, their religion, their home that they come from, etc. And when you go to see a woman and she exacerbates, she ridicules, she disrespects such an integral part of you for some of us, what that does is it makes it worse. And then when you pay her on top of that, you are now paying someone to make you feel even worse about yourself. So when it comes, imagine like my first party that I went to, when I remembered I went to a party and I discovered that this was a transactional thing, like for a lot of these women, and I didn't even know a dominatrix what that was, and femdom and all that. I was like, wow, I'm finally going somewhere to find love and acceptance for who I am and like a community. And it's just full of transactional women who just want money. And I was like, I felt like I wasn't worthy of love unless I paid for it. I wasn't worthy of acceptance for who I was. So if you feel that way, then what I recommend is don't do that. Do not go see that woman. Now, there are women that are great at what they do, and there are women that know what they're doing, and there are women that healed if they had, to a certain extent, any abusive past, unfortunately, that they've experienced with men, and they will treat men respectfully, and they see men as individuals, not as a whole, as a gender, as all men are a certain way, or taking out their angers and their whatever else, their hurts towards you, as the submissive man who is struggling with accepting themselves. Now, if you go to a woman and she makes you feel better about yourself, or you want to go and you want to experience specific kinks of yours, that's different. You are paying for a service, and so you are paying for a service. But when it comes to sharing this part of you, that is a very personal, intimate part of you, you should not be paying a woman, especially if she's making you feel actually worse about yourself, if she actually disrespects you. You can feel it in the energy, you can feel it in the way she behaves towards you and stuff. And if that's the case, stay away from that. You should only be in a relationships, giving your time. When you have the choice to, sometimes you will come across rude people. Sometimes it's inevitable. You'll come across, let's say, road rage, and someone's extremely rude on the road and starts cursing you out. That's something that's beyond your control. But if you are intentionally going to see a woman and she's putting you down, actually, like not like some kind of role play thing, don't do that. You are hurting your sense of self. You're going to enhance your shame, and you're just going to make the situation worse. So my take on payments, paying for serving someone, is if you want to pay the person, you want to support them, they're providing a service to you because you're asking for specific stuff, etc. But outside of that, you should not be paying someone to serve them. If you're serving someone, you're the one pleasing the other person. If anything, they should be paying you for a service that you are providing to them. That's the only way it makes sense. If you're doing what someone else wants for their pleasure, why are you paying them? They should be paying you. Honestly, they should be paying you. Now, if it's a mutual thing and you get pleasure from it, you should not be paying, because you should be sharing this desire, this intimate part of you, with someone that desires it as well, that has a mutual interest to femdom, for femdom, I mean. So that's my take. I hope that logically makes sense. Again, if you want to support someone, great. If it pleases you for some reason to give to them, great, without hurting your sense of self. Like you don't feel you feel like you don't feel like I have to pay in order to be accepted or desired. Don't like that will If you feel that way, do not pay someone. If you feel like you're stuck, it's not true. Go find someone that's loving, that's caring, they're healthy, way healthier along the spectrum of women that can help you. You can tell them I struggle with shame as well. If you can please help me, that would be appreciated. People that actually have psychology backgrounds with femdom, because they're very passionate about human psyche as well as femdom combined. And that's the route I would recommend if you don't want to go the route of trying to find someone organically that's mutually interested because of time factors or other reasons. So until next video, peace and love.